Hey man, what it is, YouTube, you know what it is. It's your boy the Moose Squad. Let's kick it. Hey, what it is, YouTube, you know what it is. It's your boy the Moose Squad. Hey man, so what up, squad? So there's a couple things going today. I'm getting ready for the disco set, which is basically going to be a couple disco songs interlaced with the 90s kind of deal. That's how they don't want a full on disco, but I can flip in a disco song if I choose. So I'm still going to do the strut. Y'all are going to get my strut. Okay, so y'all are going to get the strut. All right, so that's already in play. The motion for that is already in play. A lot of things are going to happen. It's going to be everything's going to be on time. But what I want to do is I want to show you the process. Now, you can go to your app store and get the VirtualDJ Remote. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your iPad. But my suggestion is if you do a VirtualDJ Remote, do it on a device that you're not going to use for anything else. I did not put it on my phone, which you can put it on any device. You can download it. Recommendation though is putting it on a device that is solely going to be used for the remote purposes. Do not put it on your main phone that you're going to DJ with or that you're going to have a hotspot with. Do not do that. What you're going to do is totally devote that phone. See, my house phone, when I go to work, I turn it on mute. I mute everything out. We're going to do a video on that. I'll talk about that. I got the hotspot on, the phone turned on. Okay. It's not on D-Links. It is actually on my Samsung 22 Note. Okay. So I flipped it to Samsung 22 Note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, y'all saw the screen. So I'm going to show you what the iPad says right now. And then I'm going to show you what the screen says. But before I put the screen on, I wanted to show you what the iPad says first. Okay. And then what's going to happen is the IP address is going to change as soon as I flip it into the mode it's in. I don't know what mode it's in. I believe it's in D-Links. I'm not too certain yet because I haven't flipped it over. But I want to walk you through the process of flipping that over in the iPad. And then we're going to get into we're going to do the iPad first. So the hotspot, mobile hotspot's connected. We're going to connect the iPad and then we're going to connect the laptop. Okay. Now, what I do suggest is that you do this process before you get to an event. Get it all programmed in, because once you get to the event and you click over and everything works, it's going to go smooth and smooth as a whistle. You'll see how smooth it is. It's that quick and easy. All right? It's easy peasy Japanesey. So let's get into it. Let me pull you back. You can see my handsome face. All right. So first thing we're going to do is make sure that this is connected to the network. So what we're going to do is come over here and we're going to come over here to where the percent is and we're going to drag down. Then we're going to come over here and hold on to that and let it pop up. Then we're going to click on this and it's going to tell me I'm connected to the DJ S22 Plus. Okay, so that's my mobile hotspot. So then I'm going to come down here and just flip it up and flip it up. Okay, so that's connected. And we're going to come to VirtualDJ and we're still getting that message. All right, so now what we're going to do is come to the computer and we're going to click on this. And then once we click on this, we have to click on this arrow. Okay, we are connected to the DJ S22. Okay. All right, so everything's connected. Let's open up VirtualDJ As you can see, it's still showing that number. We're going to come over here to the sprocket. And once we get to the sprocket, now older versions would have it down here past record. The newer version, you're going to go into controllers. Okay, so the newer version has you right here. You have the keyboard, you have the missing controller, and then you have the phone. So we're going to turn on the phone, right? The remote says it's waiting. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and push plus. Okay, now notice what it says there on, it says 10, 42, 43, right? What does it say up there? It says 10, and then it says 42, 43, right?
What's the matter with you, boy? You too stupid to do what your coach tells you?
Okay, so the remote is open. The remote's telling me it's 10, 125, 123, 127, 42, 43, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to click on the button. Now look at what it says. Okay, it's giving me the wrong IP address. So what I have to do is come in here from here, and we're going to enter it real quick. The IP address we have to enter is 125 period 113 period 127 colon. Once we have the colon in there, then we do the 42, 43, and then we click OK. And it's done. It's gone. Okay. So I do want to say this. It's basically, you need to make sure that you go in and you have that fixed up. So when you're turning on your hotspot at your event, you want to make sure this is the first thing that you turn on. You get everything turned on to the mobile hotspot. You get connected to the internet as soon as you're ready to do that position. So that's going to be probably the process that you're going to have to worry about doing. And once you're done doing that, you're connected. Now notice what I got. We had to change the set. So it is a disco, but they're going to want 90s music too. So what I did was I put some couple songs in there. Now we're going to start out with my strut. We're still going to do the strut around the pool because it's going to make everything sense. And then we're going to go from there. But as you can see, I got the first 5 songs loaded. And then we'll go from there. We'll put some 90s pop in there, which I got a bunch of, and we'll go from there. So is just fill in. So this is usually how I set my set when I do disco parties like this or something like that. I actually put in a couple songs that I know that people know, because I'm going by what they tell me, and then on Sunday we'll get the Latin going. We're gonna have a Latin party mixed with 90s pop. So and yeah, it's gonna be kind of a mix because it's gonna be kind of like a well, it's what it is. It's a Havana night. It's an hour and a half. We're not going to be at the pool. I'm charging my lights because we might be indoors for the Havana. I don't know exactly what they got planned for it, but it's a Havana cocktail party. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to got. And that's how quick and easy it is. Now, that's how quick and easy it is to set up the VirtualDJ Remote. Once your remote is set, oh, let me show you back. I forgot to show. So I have the auto mixes there already set, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you in here. So, and you know what? We're going to do a deep dive on a remote. Type in deep dive if you want to deep dive into the remote. You're going to go into the folders, because I haven't done one. We're going to go into the folders. And in the folders, you're going to come down the folders. On the bottom of the page is where you're going to see everything. You're going to see your folders. You're going to see your files. You're going to see side list, remixes, sampler, auto mix, and your karaoke. See, you got your sampler here, and you can change over from my bank. You get your auto fix. You get your air horn on. But just push the button. Okay. And then you can get your DJ drops on. And then you can put, I know this. And then you got your sample, loop master. And then you got your videos. And, that goes. But here's your auto mix. This is what you're looking for. See, I got Staying Alive, Kung Fu Fighting, Survivor by Destiny's Child, What a Man by In Vogue, and then Where the Party At. And that's with Jagged Edge and Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri. Anyways, if you're familiar with that genre, Jermaine Dupri and all those other guys, I could mention a lot of people. I got all kinds of crazy songs that I could throw in the set that weren't mainstream popular, but they were hood popular. So now I did a 90s party a while back, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And I did a 90s party, and let me tell you what happened. They were in shock. One of the guys comes up to me and says, I ain't heard that song since then, and nowhere else have I heard it till now. Wow, it takes me back to the 90s. I said, a lot of people that are from that era know that era. A lot of people who are born after that era don't really know how to flow. And then some people were kids, like babies, when that era happened. So they really can't tell you anything until maybe 2001. And then that's when R&B changed more. So yeah, the 90s, the 80s set the stage for hip hop era to change. Between the late 80s, I would say around 85 to 95. Those 10 years, hip hop changed. They changed. And the reason it changed from the, I'm going to call them the corner rappers. It went from the corner to the battlefield. So, and the reason I say corner is, remember back in the day when I was a kid, I'm dating now. We would have stinging contests. A lot of people don't understand what that is. Stinging contests. And pencil fights. King of the pencil fights. It was my mom would get so mad at me because we'd be buying pencils, all kinds of different kinds of pencils, to see what kind of pencil we could make it to do the battles. Oh man, and people would get mad if they reinforce. Oh man, you couldn't reinforce, you couldn't do all kinds of stuff. Pencil battles are crazy. But there was a time when we went from beatboxing in the corner. The beatboxing was there. The battle rapping wasn't there yet. The stinging contest was. And the stinging contest evolved. That's what happened, I believe. It evolved into battle rap. So basically, a battle rap is a stinging contest rapping. That's the best way to put it. Anyways, I wanted to share this with you because I just put out an auto mix. Check out that video. I know it's kind of long. It was actually, I shortened it down. It was 40 minutes. I shortened it down. What I did, I shut the fuck up and let you listen to the transitions of the songs. And all I did was put the transition in and let the song let the music do the talking on what transition's the best. Mine is the actual. I actually like the last one because what it did was it didn't cut the intro and it didn't cut the outro. You played the whole song through, and it and it took the silence out. So I played the whole song through, but then you go to the next song, which is what I'm gonna set this at. But anyway, I hope these videos help. Leave a comment below. What was your favorite sting? Mine was, your mama's so skinny she could hula hoop in a Cheerio. With that, I'm out.
Like it and come in its sub right now. DJ's out, but still